Welcome back. It's Mr. Worldwide, the young Lex Luthor, the man with the most money under 25, the young artisan, young renaissance, the young dancer, singer, songwriter, exploration artist, adventurer, goblin killer, wizard, lore master. Here with my co-host. Please introduce yourself.
Jason Derulo.
Jason Derulo, a.k.a. the strongest man in the world, a.k.a. the biggest breath in the world, a.k.a. Mr. Sledman. How are you doing today?
Dude, I'm good, man. I'm good. That's a hell of an intro. That's your best one.
Thanks.
That's off the top of the dome, too. I'll tell all of our one listener that was off the top of the dome.
It is.
That was nice.
Mm-hmm. I keep it all up inside. I save it up for years to unleash it.
Mm-hmm. That's why he looks like Megamind.
Yep. It works the same way like Irish anger works. It's all bottled up.
Yeah.
Oh, it comes out all at once, and then it's gone for a couple of years, so enjoy it.
Dude, so it's funny that you said Irish anger, because something that I did want to bring up, but I forgot about it. That's kind of how this podcast goes. I'm like, oh, I'll bring this up, and then we never fucking get to it.
Yeah.
Or I never remember to bring it up, was Bill Burr on Saturday Night Live.
I've seen people talking about that, but I haven't watched it yet. Can you?
So I saw on those, I was just scrolling through YouTube, and then I kept seeing like clips that were like, Bill Burr's getting canceled. The leftist mob goes after Bill Burr. And it was on all those really conservative sites. And I
Which, by the way, people who like Bill Burr are not like that demographic anyways. How the fuck are they going to cancel him?
Right. But it was on those really right-wing things, sites, and I thought, how true could that really be? Because both sides, whenever you get to extreme on either side of the political aisle, they always blow things up.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I'm not gonna watch any of the Bill Burr on Saturday Night Live, because I don't think Saturday Night Live is very funny anymore. They have like onesies and twosies skits that are pretty good, but for the most part, Saturday Night Live isn't that funny to me anymore. So I was like, okay, Bill Burr people probably aren't that mad at him. And then I started seeing articles coming out from more reputable sites and reputable tabloids and companies and whatnot, and I was like, oh shit, okay, well now I got to see what Bill Burr said. And so I looked up his monologue. You know how Saturday Night Live hosts, they get like 5 minutes to do like a monologue before the Saturday. Have you ever watched Saturday Night Live? I gotta ask this first.
Like 2 or 3 times.
Okay, so you know how they're like, and your host Adam Sandler or whatever.
Yeah.
And then they come out and they talk to the audience. They do like a monologue for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then they're like, we got a great show for you tonight. Billie Eilish is our musical guest. Woohoo. And then they cut the commercial or whatever. By the way, we're really trying to like drop Billie Eilish's name in every single podcast. So check that one off. Check that one off the box for today.
Are we? Is this a you thing? Am I involved in this at all?
If you go back to every single podcast, we have said Billie Eilish's name at least once.
Have we or have you?
You said it.
In every podcast?
You said it in the last week's one. I didn't say her name once. You said it.
Did I?
Yeah.
What'd I say?
You said, fuck, if I could go back 3 years, I'd fuck Billie Eilish.
Yeah, that sounds like me. Yeah. All right, yeah. I buy it.
So anyway, he was doing his monologue, and for a stand-up comedian, essentially, he just did a 7-minute stand-up bit, which most of the monologues are people like, wow, it's always been a dream of mine to be here, and then they had some writers write some shit for him, and they just kind of, it sounds really like ingenuine.
Yeah, and it was just him. He just did like an open mic.
Yeah,
like
he did like 7 minutes,
okay.
And I believe that he had points that he wanted to talk about, and he just kind of went.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't really have that solid of a structure. He was just like, these are the points that I'm going to hit. And I think some of the points he kept in his back pocket, because there's no way Saturday Night Live was like, yeah, we're cool with what you're about to say.
Okay.
Like, he just threw some stuff. And he hit on fucking everything that would piss the, I guess, the mainstream, not even the media.
The cultural zeitgeist.
Yeah.
Okay,
He hit everything. He was like, hit on like Black Lives Matter, the woke movement, gay rights. He touched on everything. And he had this one thing about like the Pride movement.
Yeah.
That I firmly believe is one of the funniest things that has ever been said on Saturday Night Live. He was like, I came back to New York. I hadn't been to New York in like a year. You know, I came back and this was back in June, and I was like, man, it's so crowded here. It's so crowded here. And this was June of the previous year of 2019, not this past June.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's so crowded. And so I finally asked somebody, like, dude, why is it so crowded here? Well, there seems like there's more people than ever. And whoever he asked said it's because it's Pride Month and the Pride Parade is going to be going on. He goes, oh, rainbow flag over there, dude kissing that dude, assless chaps. He goes, it's all making sense now. It's all coming to me. And he goes, he's like, I didn't know that that the gays had a whole month dedicated to them. Pride Month. Month's a little bit long, wouldn't you say? And I thought that was so funny. And of course, like the audience, I'm pretty sure Saturday Night Live like hand selects the audience that they want there, because the laugh track is a live audience for them. So they have to find somebody whose humor is going to line up with whatever they are pitching that day. Like, I don't think you can buy a ticket to Saturday Night Live. I think you do, and then they do some screening.
Oh.
So
I pictured it was just like producers, like cousins and shit. They're just like family members. They're like, hey,
I think you can like put in to get a ticket. I'm not really sure how that process goes, but
okay.
So he goes in on that because he's like, month is a bit long. Wouldn't you say? Kind of hearing crickets. But
this is another Philly situation.
It's not as bad as Philly. Okay. Philly was hilarious.
That was fucking funny as shit.
Well, we'll touch that in a second. But he goes, he's like, month's a bit long. What do you say? And then kind of crickets. He goes, because these people weren't enslaved. He goes, the poor black people enslaved for centuries, and we gave them fucking 29 days in the worst month of the year. We give them he's like, in February there's 12 minutes of sunlight.
Yep.
Like, and we gave them that month. He's like, these people get June. He goes, couldn't we give the blacks, July? He goes, and then, there's some black people that are gay. They could just party from June 1st to July 31st. 2 months. 2 months of partying for these people.
Damn.
And it's just, it really kind of fell on deaf ears. Like, nobody, like, you heard, like,
you can canceled for that? What the fuck?
There's some people that weren't. You're not going to be able to cancel Bill Burr. He's untouchable.
Yeah, granted, no, they're not going to do it, but he's getting quote unquote canceled for
right,
that.
Yeah, there's some people that are like upset with like his he wasn't sensitive enough. Have you seen this dude stand up for 3 decades? Yeah. When has sensitivity ever been in his shtick?
Any kind of comedy, like when you get into the political correctness, it directly detriments the act. Like, this is, I haven't seen it, but it sounds like it's just going to be another, like, Dave Chappelle thing with his Netflix special.
Oh, yeah.
Where the critics were like, shit, and everyone was like, this is the funniest shit.
Yeah, on Rotten Tomatoes, the critics score was a 9%.
Yeah.
And then the audience score was like a 96.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was kind of like that, because if you listen to people commenting on, like, what happened, a lot of them are... And even if they are a little bit more like left side leaning, a lot of them are like, this was a breath of fresh air that we needed. Like we needed somebody to come out and like kind of joke about this stuff and be okay with the backlash that they were going to get from the extremists. Yeah. And so he hit everything. It was hilarious. And you just reminded me by saying pent up Irish rage, because that's 100% what that fucker is.
Yeah, he's like the embodiment of it, like the most popular embodiment of Irish rage in today's time.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's great. And I do think that with his body of work, he is kind of like Chappelle, where you're untouchable.
Yeah.
Like, you put in enough.
Yeah, I don't think he's quite that level yet, but he's getting there. Like, he's on track to be there.
In his own lane, I think he is.
Yeah, I think he is
in his own lane.
Yeah.
Like, Chappelle is... Like, I don't think Bill Burr is probably as popular. There's no way he's as popular as Dave Chappelle is with minority communities. But I don't think that I couldn't. I don't know. Dave Chappelle might be even more popular than Bill Burr with white people too. Because Dave Chappelle is just a powerhouse.
I don't know if it's a generational thing or what, but I remember growing up and watching the Chappelle Show and thinking, "Holy shit,
Oh, it was so
this
good.
guy's the best."
Bro, and like before we had memes, we would literally just drive by people and just go, "I'm Rick James, bitch," and people would be like, "Oh, I get that." Like that's what we had. We had the Chappelle Show, and like we still like I still say stuff that came from the Chappelle Show. Like I'll be like, "Funny, and making fun of my jacket." The real funny thing is it's made of your mama's pubic hairs. like I say shit like that. Like I'll be like, "Fuck your couch." I say shit like that.
Yeah, I think that shit's good. Honestly, if I had to, I don't know who is my favorite between the two. It's got to be real fucking close. I think from a younger age, Dave Chappelle has been with me longer.
That was exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Is that Bill Burr's comedy really didn't come on my radar until I was probably in college. Where Dave Chappelle, I was watching his Killing Him Softly stand-up bit whenever I was in middle school.
Which I don't know how much of that has to do with this Comedy Central show, just like having that presence to where I could know.
That you could know about him?
Yeah. Because like Bill Burr, you kind of had to, like little me, there was no way. I would have had to go out of my way and like look Irish angry comedians.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you really have to like specify about what you want to watch. But, I mean, Bill Burr was even in Breaking Bad.
He was. Yeah,
and whenever
whenever
you see him, whenever I saw him in Breaking Bad, I didn't go, "Oh, that's Bill Burr."
Yeah.
You know? And Breaking Bad came out after the Killing Him Softly shit.
The first time, same, but I've been rewatching Breaking Bad on and off. When I saw him that time, I was like, "Oh shit, it's Bill Burr."
Yeah, him and that massive black dude are laying on a pile of money together.
Yeah, it took me 2 times to notice, but yeah. And then Action Bronson was in The Irishman. I don't know if you've seen that.
I don't have a free day to watch The Irishman.
That is true. It's a long fucking movie.
Long movie.
I liked it, but I could, if you don't have the time to like
commit
and be like, all right, this is what I'm doing for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Then it's not the movie for you.
Yeah. And you're really into those kind of like mobster-esque movies.
Yeah, I like the crime movies.
And I'm assuming that's what The Irishman is, just because it's got fucking Pesci, De Niro, and what's his nuts? Scarface. What was his name?
Oh shit, I don't remember the actor's name.
Al Pacino.
Yeah,
he's in that, right?
I don't remember.
Well, I haven't watched it, so. You're real helping.
Dude, I'm terrible with actors.
You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, was he in that movie?
I don't remember.
Okay. All right.
Maybe.
It did take you like 3 days to watch the whole thing, though.
Yeah.
And you were watching it before bed. You'd get like a quarter of the way through, and I got to call it a night.
Yeah, I did, but I started from the beginning. So it was like 3 days before. I was like, I finally have enough time. But it's like a crime movie, but it's like somewhat meta in the genre, because it's like a crime movie, but it's like the end of the crime movie genre is basically what it's about.
So it's like
people don't make fucking mob movies anymore. It was kind of like the send off for mob movies.
Right. I'm trying to think, like The Departed might be the last big mob movie that I can remember.
Oh fuck, I don't know if I've seen that.
The Departed? You've seen The Departed. Leonardo DiCaprio and Matt Damon's in it.
Shit, that sounds familiar.
I always fuck up this guy's name. Jack Nicholson? No, Nicholson is the golfer. Jack Nicklaus. The guy with the eyebrows. Here's Johnny.
Okay, yeah. Okay, got it.
He's like the mob boss. It's in Boston.
Huh. I don't think I've seen that.
Well, okay.
I'm going to have to add that to the list.
So,
I'm going to add that to the list.
So you know how every time that I refer to a movie, McKee's like, never seen it. Never heard of her.
Yeah.
And
funny joke, by the way. It never gets old.
Nope. I'm going to keep on saying it.
Yeah.
Until you've heard of her. So McKee is going out for some training for a bit, and he's going to have a lot of free time on his hands. and no internet. So he's just downloading like terabytes of movies. And he sent me a message and said, "Hey, make a list of movies that you would like
That was me.
that you would like me to watch." And I said, "Okay, all right, I'll send you the list of movies that I think you should watch." And I think I still have them in my memos right here, and I'll read them off.
It's in the text if it's not.
Yeah, I got it right here. It says movies for Mudboy.
My lord.
I got, and let me know if any of these never downloaded, if you can get a hold of any of these ones. All right.
I'm still downloading some of them just because I overloaded the fucking torrent software and it just crashed, so I have to download them like one or two at a time.
Okay.
But
so first off, I put Armageddon on there so that we could just get that out of the way.
Yep, I have that.
And then Miracle.
Yes, I have that one.
Okay. And let me know if you've seen any of these too.
Okay, yeah.
You haven't seen Miracle?
No, I haven't seen any of the previous.
Okay. Rocky 1 through 4.
I've seen, I think all of them, but the one I don't remember any of them except for the one where he fights Dragovich, the blonde dude.
Ivan Drago.
Is it Drago?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I remember being a kid and like, damn, I want to grow up to be that.
Well, he was.
Holy
he
shit.
was a tank.
Like that is the, like if you, I get like Arnold, and like respectable, like as a kid being like, I want to be Arnold.
You're right.
But he was mine.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Me. So mine was actually Apollo Creed.
Yeah.
Like I saw Apollo Creed's like physique. I was like, oh, I want to be like that. He wasn't super lean, but he was cut up. He was a pretty beefy dude.
Yeah.
But Ivan Drago, like Hitler was in his grave beating his dick to Ivan Drago. That's the German dream right there.
Yeah, like that dude fucked your grandma.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, for sure. So we got Rocky 1 through 4. I didn't put in Rocky 5 because that one's a fucking joke.
Is that the one where it's still? Oh no, I'm thinking of Creed, the one where it has Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan, yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen those, and then Rocky 5 he's old in that one, right?
So no, that's Balboa.
Oh, I think I've seen Balboa then.
Yeah, where he fights. His name is Mason Dixon.
I think so. Is that the one where he fights him in Russia?
No, that's Rocky 4.
I'm fucking lost. All right,
okay.
just continue explaining.
Right. Rocky 5 is the one where he's a retired boxer, but he becomes the coach of a younger boxer, an up-and-coming boxer named Tommy Gunn.
Okay.
And the whole time he's just training Tommy Gunn, and Tommy Gunn's beating the shit out of people because he's a big-time slugger, just like Rocky was.
Yeah.
And then they have a dispute about some contract shit. It's pretty petty. And then the ending fight, you know how every Rocky movie ends, like it peaks with like the big finale fight.
Yeah. I want to go to Philly. I want to see that statue.
Yeah, I've got a picture by it.
Do you?
Yeah. It's not at the top of the stairs like you'd think.
Oh.
Like it is in every Rocky movie. They moved it. It's by those stairs, but it's not at the top of the stairs.
You gotta show me after this.
What?
You gotta show me the picture after this.
Yeah.
All right, but yeah, go on.
Yeah, but Rocky 5, the big fight is him and Tommy Gunn beating the shit out of each other in an alleyway behind a bar.
Hell yeah.
It's not great though.
Oh, it's not?
No.
Because that sounds like a really good premise.
Well, so it's not a great premise.
What are you talking about? Two boxers beating the fuck out of each other in an alleyway?
No, I mean like the whole
bar?
storyline. Like the reason that they fight is just garbage.
Is it
it's
just
like
some money shit?
It's a contract dispute essentially. And so you're like, whatever. The side story is that Rocky's son has grown up. I think is his name Rocky Jr.? I forget what his son's name is.
Is it Damien?
Could be.
I want to say that, but that is just like purely like gut instinct telling me.
Yeah, I got no clue. Look that up.
All right.
Hey,
I'll look it up.
James, look that up.
Yeah, James. What the fuck is the name of our editor? I don't even remember now.
Rocky? Look up Rocky's son's name.
No. The name of our editor
is James.
Is James?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, shit, I forgot.
Because we had Jamie, then we had female Jamie, and then she got fired, and then we had James, but we can call him Jamie if we want.
Yeah, that's really your ballpark. I've never talked to any of our editors, so.
Yeah, well, I'm a real hands-on guy.
Yeah. Well, I guess so, yeah.
So
Rocky Balboa Jr. is his name.
Okay, so Rocky Jr., yeah.
Yeah.
So he the side story is they moved back to Philadelphia and Rocky Jr. is getting his dick pushed in by bullies.
Yeah.
And then like Paulie starts training Rocky Jr., which blows my mind because please quit touching my foot.
Do it. I'm sorry. I was
Okay.
playing. Yeah, you're not good with footsies.
I damn near really snapped right there.
You don't like footsies?
And not with your fucking hobgoblin feet.
What are you talking? My feet are the cleanest part of my body.
Yeah.
Please do not disrespect my feet like that again. You know they're clean.
They are
You
pretty
see,
clean.
they're literally glistening in the light.
So anywho, yeah, Rocky Jr. is getting his dick pushed in by some like Philadelphia bullies, and Paulie is like, "I'll train you so you don't get your ass kicked," because his dad is too busy with Tommy Gunn. And so a rift happens between Rocky Jr. and Rocky, and then Paulie somehow became an expert boxing coach for some reason, even though all he does is work in the meatpacking plant. But yeah, he's a great coach now.
Yeah, you just hit him.
And yeah, basically.
Just hit him.
Yeah, he just had him do a bunch of sit-ups and like hit a speed bag a bit, and then the kid beats the shit out of the bullies. That's the whole premise of that. So there was like a little bit more of a side story than in previous Rockies.
Okay.
But I will say that the fight scene at the end I did enjoy. It wasn't nearly as long as in any of the other fight scenes. It was much quicker.
Yes.
But it was an enjoyable fight scene. But yeah, okay. So we'll move on. So we got Rocky 1 through 4. Did you download those?
I haven't yet. I'm gonna get those last because I know the Rockies are up there. I'm trying to find the ones that are probably not
A little bit more
harder
obscure
to find
Okay.
right now.
Then we got Walk Hard: The Story of Dewey Cox.
Yep. I think I've seen clips of that just on YouTube, but I downloaded that one too.
Okay, yeah, that's the most underrated comedy in my opinion.
Is it?
It's hysterical.
What is it about? Because I looked into
essentially
these
I hate calling it a spoof movie
Uh-huh.
because spoof movies make me think of like the Scary Movie franchise, which is complete garbage now.
Yeah.
The first one and the second one were pretty good, but then once they got past that, they were grabbing money.
Okay.
But yeah, the Walk Hard: The Story of Dewey Cox. It's a spoof movie on Walk the Line, the Johnny Cash story.
Oh, so I'm gonna watch a spoof movie on a movie I haven't seen. Hell yeah.
Do you know who Johnny Cash is? Though?
I know who Johnny Cash is,
Yeah.
yes, but I haven't seen that movie.
Okay. So the only thing that it really compares it to is so like Johnny Cash, like his brother got killed whenever he's younger.
No, I just know his music.
Okay, well, I'll fill you in just a hair.
Okay.
So Johnny Cash is him and his brother worked in a sawmill, and his brother like lost like control of like the saw or something and got cut by
Is this real or?
Yeah, this is a real story.
Okay, oh yeah.
And got cut, and his brother ended up dying,
All right.
which caused a rift between him and his dad.
Yep.
And then his rise to fame, he got like addicted to like drugs and shit. And that's basically all you need to know to understand the Dewey Cox story.
Okay.
Because they really hammer that shit. It's hysterical.
Got it.
Yeah. Then the other guys. That's with Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell.
Is that? No, I'm thinking of the cop movie, but I know it's not.
It's
that.
a cop movie, yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is that the one where he's like, does the desk pop?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I've seen that, but that was a long time ago. I downloaded that one too.
Okay. Space Jam. I put that on there because last week you said that you could watch Space Jam every day for the rest of your life.
I'll get it and I'll watch it again, but I've seen that movie like 8 times.
Yeah.
But it will not deter me from watching it again. It's still a good movie.
Yeah, it is. Hey, pay attention to the end because clearly,
Yep.
the dunk that Michael Jordan has from like half court where his arm like stretches really long and he dunks it, he travels right before that.
I'll keep my eye out for that. I've never noticed that.
He travels right before it, which means that would have been a penalty, and the Monstars should have won, and Michael Jordan should have become an attraction on Moron Mountain.
Okay. I'll keep my eye out. I don't know a lot about basketball, but I'll keep my eye out.
You got to dribble. You can't walk, right? With the ball in your hand?
Sure.
I do now. You're a fucking putz.
I do now. I don't watch basketball.
You don't need to watch basketball to know you can't do that. That's why they dribble.
That makes no sense to me. You don't need to watch basketball to know the rules of basketball. You kind of do.
Absolutely not.
Okay, all right. Technically, you don't. But
there's blind people that know the fucking game of basketball.
But they like basketball and they pay attention to basketball, and I don't.
Okay, so you can say that you don't have to watch it to know the rules. Because there's blind people that have never watched a single game, and I'm sure they know the rules.
Okay, that's true, but they are the minority.
Okay.
Most people learn the rules of basketball by watching it or playing it.
I'm just saying that you agreed that somebody who's never watched a game of basketball can know the rules.
Yes.
Okay.
But
all right. Cool.
That's a very technicality.
On to the next movie.
Oh my God, you're a fucking.
On to the next movie.
Holy shit.
The Fighter.
I've never seen that. I haven't downloaded it yet, but I'm going to.
It's a really good movie. It's a true story. I threw a few sports movies in here. Okay. I know that you're not big.
I'm gonna have to struggle through those for you.
But like most of them have really good stories.
Okay,
that's why I put them in there. I didn't give you a sports movie just for sports movie's sake.
Are they like motivational stories or like?
So Miracle, the first one. That's the story of the Olympic hockey team that beat the Russians in Lake Placid.
Okay, yeah. So
that's pretty inspirational. The Fighter, I wouldn't say is an inspirational. It's mostly just it's a really good drama.
Is it about like a boxer?
Yeah, it's about a boxer. Yeah.
Okay.
It's got Mark Wahlberg, and he's the fighter, and his brother, who's a meth head, is Christian Bale. And Christian Bale won for best supporting actor.
Does he fight his meth head brother?
Maybe at one point he punches him, but I don't remember. Okay. I don't think they actually fight.
So that's not the big bout at the end.
No. It's based on a true story. So it's not like Rocky where they can build up the story whichever way they'd like. This is based on a true story.
Yeah. All right.
The next movie is Back to School with Rodney Dangerfield.
I had trouble finding that one. I'm still looking for that.
It's a little obscure. Yeah.
What is that?
It's this dude, I think he made a shit ton of money, but he got laid off from his job or some shit.
Okay.
And he goes back to college as like a 60-year-old man.
That's going to be me when I get out of the Marine Corps.
Yeah. And his son goes to that college. So it's a comedy. It's pretty funny.
Okay. I'm glad you're sending me a lot of comedy movies because I'm a big fan. But,
yeah, you got a handful of comedies in here. You got probably the next few are comedies that maybe you've seen. Happy Gilmore.
It sounds super familiar because like it's
Sandler.
a classic, but
it's an Adam Sandler movie.
If it's an Adam Sandler movie, I've probably seen it, but they all run together now. It's been so long.
Okay.
Like every Adam Sandler movie is the same movie in my mind.
Okay.
Which I have no idea. They probably are in real life too,
yeah.
But
yeah, he plays more or less the same character, but
he's just Adam Sandler in a movie.
Dude, I got to tell you this though. Netflix just released a movie called Hubie Halloween.
Okay.
And if you were wanting to watch an Adam Sandler movie, watch that movie. Because
Adam Sandler's in it?
Yeah. Yeah, he's the main character.
He's still doing movies?
Yeah, most of them go straight to Netflix now.
Okay.
I think he probably has a deal with Netflix. Because he has 3, I think, movies that went straight to Netflix.
Is ABC Family still a thing?
It's not called ABC Family anymore.
Oh, did they change it?
Yeah, they changed it.
Fuck. Did I remember like watching ABC Family like as a very small kid? Like one of my earliest memories in just Adam Sandler movies around Christmas, like that, like the really just shitty like Christian Christmas movies that would come on. And you'd be like, "Wow, this is that." Like even
like
as
the
a kid,
claymation ones.
There were some claymation ones, but it was like, they were like real actors, like, like every movie had like a really Christian message that was very ham-fisted.
When they like Hallmark movies?
Yeah, I think they were Hallmark movies, but they played on ABC Family.
Oh, right.
Or at least in my mind, they did. And I remember watching them as a kid and even being like, I'd rather watch pretty much anything else.
Yeah.
But damn, dude, that I think I just remember that. It's probably one of my earliest memories is like ABC Family, like watching shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was WB11. Used to be WB11. Now it's the CW.
Oh, is that what it is now?
Yeah.
CW?
The CW, yep.
Okay.
But okay, so Happy Gilmore, and then you got a back-to-back Adam Sandler with Billy Madison.
Say that again?
Billy Madison.
Is the name of the movie?
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen that. I haven't got to download that one yet.
Okay. And then you've got The Jerk.
That sounds very familiar. I think I've seen it.
That's a Steve Martin movie.
Yeah, you lost me on the actors.
Yeah.
What it was about?
It's this dude that I guess he gets dropped off on a doorstep whenever he's younger, whenever he's like a baby, and he's raised by a black family in like Louisiana or like Southern Alabama or something like that. So he thinks he's black
Okay.
through his entire life. Which
Is it like a reverse Uncle Ruckus from the Boondocks?
he doesn't like hate white people.
Oh.
yeah. He doesn't hate white people.
Damn.
It's just so he ends up going to like New York or something like that, and somehow gets into like a shit ton of money.
Okay.
It's pretty funny. It kind of goes like it's along the same vein as like Welcome to America, like Eddie Murphy style movies.
Yeah.
Like kind of back in like the 80s. But do you have the jerk? Nope. McKee's not allowed to piss this entire fucking time.
Well, I'm about to piss myself, so.
Fucking hold it.
All right.
At least hold it till we get through this list.
All right, let's go through the list then.
All right. So after the jerk, then we have the town.
I could not find a torrent on that. What is that about?
So I thought of this because I was trying to describe to you who Ben Affleck was, and I was like, The Town, the movie The Town, and you're like, I don't know.
Okay.
And The Town is a movie about in Charleston, Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Apparently, in real life, Charleston, Massachusetts is the bank robbing capital of the world.
What?
Yeah, that place gets like basically people's jobs is bank robbers.
Why?
They just do it. I don't fucking know.
They don't have like coal mines or anything?
I have no clue. Like, I'm assuming there's probably still like mills and shit that they go to, factories that they can work in, but it's kind of the same thing where kids in certain neighborhoods all get like involved in gangs and stuff. It's just kind of the way that it is.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of just the way it is like we go into bank robbing. That's our profession.
What? Goddamn, the balls on the bank tellers in that town.
yeah. So it's about bank robbers. It's really good. It's a really good movie.
Okay.
Mystic River.
Nope, never even.
It's got
Ringing no bells.
Sean Penn.
Okay.
Kevin Bacon.
Familiar name. No face to that name.
That's a really good movie.
Okay.
Carlos Way.
Nope.
That's Al Pacino.
Okay.
Good Will Hunting.
Yeah, I've seen clips.
Okay.
I never got to watch the whole movie, but I need to. I know it's a good movie.
Yep. Rounders.
No.
That's a movie about poker.
Oh.
Yeah.
I might like that then.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Got Matt Damon in it.
We need to do a poker night.
I don't like poker. I don't like gambling in general.
We can do a blackjack though, so I can take your money.
Yeah, I know, but I wouldn't play because I don't like losing money.
Because you're a bitch.
Yep. Or because I'm fucking thrifty.
All right.
Stupid bitch.
All right, Mr.
And then shut up.
Right. No, let me get the G joke out. I'm
Okay,
thinking
go
of the
ahead.
last name.
Go ahead.
Mr. Sandler.
Bro, I fucking hate you, Mickey.
All right.
All right.
Continue.
Then we got The Martian.
Yeah. That's the one where Matt Damon's on Mars, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I threw Spaceballs in there.
Yep. I'll watch that again.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's classic. I put
movie.
Young Frankenstein. I don't know if you've ever seen that.
No.
It's a Mel Brooks movie.
Okay.
The same guy that made Spaceballs.
Okay. Cool.
Blazing Saddles.
Yep. I'll watch that again too.
Okay. So you've seen a few Mel Brooks movies.
Are
Those were all made by
Blazing Saddles Mel Brooks too?
Mhm.
Okay.
Same guy that made Spaceballs.
Yeah, I like a lot of his movies then.
Yeah, he makes really good ones. So you'll probably like Young Frankenstein.
Okay.
Onward,
No.
which is a Disney Pixar movie. We just watched it the other day. It's pretty good.
Is it?
That's why I threw it on there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it good as a movie or good as a Disney Pixar movie? Because I'm not a big fan of Disney Pixar movies.
I think it's a pretty good movie.
Okay.
Yeah. It kind of plays into the hand of like Dungeons and Dragons. That's also why I thought that maybe you'd like it.
Okay, I'll give it a shot.
Shawshank Redemption, which you said you've already seen.
Yep.
Bronson.
That's about a boxer, right? Like a bare-knuckled boxer guy?
Yeah, kind of. It's about a guy that was deemed England's most dangerous prisoner. Like, he's been in prison for 40-something years. And he spent 32 of those years in solitary confinement because he can't, like, he just beats the shit out of people.
Oh, yeah.
It's a pretty good movie. It's a little bit of an it's offbeat movie. But
I like those, so.
Yeah, it's really good. Actually, I was I really got into that movie. No, you can't go pee.
No, I'm about to really disappoint you.
Hey, no.
I'm about to piss. So
All right, enjoy this fucking dead air because McKee can't hold his fucking bladder like
it's
an
okay.
adult.
You can bitch about me like you always do.
Nope, I won't. I'm gonna set this bitch down.
You know, you win some, you lose some, but we're back. All right, continue. What you were on Bronson?
Bronson, yeah. So I was looking up an interview with the guy that plays Bronson,
Yep.
Tom Hardy.
Okay.
Do you know who that is?
I think so. He was Venom, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
And so he got a phone call during the filming of the movie, and he was like, I don't know this number, and he answered the phone call.
Yep.
And all he hears on the other, he's like, hello, and all he hears on the other line is, oh, I got you now, you little cunt. And he's like, who is this? He goes, it's me, Bronson. He's like, oh shit, hey, what's up, man? The guy got a phone call from prison. So the real Bronson.
How the fuck do you get someone's number from prison? Holy shit.
No idea.
Okay.
No idea. So he gets a phone call, and they start getting chatty, and he's talking about like how he's gonna play him and all this stuff. And then I guess Tom Hardy said, I've been feeling pretty down lately. Me and this girl, we're kind of we're on the rocks a bit, and so like my mind's kind of all over the place. And Bronson's like, hey, let me stop you there, mate. And I'm not gonna do a Bronson impression. I'm not gonna do an English impression because my impressions are ass.
Do you want me to do it?
Yeah, you don't know what he's gonna say though.
Yeah, just tell me what he's gonna say.
Okay, come here.
Oh, mate, I've got to go to the dentist on Tuesday. My teeth are all fucked up. Is that good?
Yeah, that's. Hey, it's like you watched the interview yourself.
Nah, there you go.
So anyway, he's like, let me stop you there. He goes, let me tell you about this story. He goes, do you remember the floods? Because both of them are English. So he goes,
both of them have to go to the dentist on Tuesday.
Both of them need to go to the dentist. So he goes, do you remember those floods back in whatever year it was? And he's like, yeah, of course I remember those floods. He's like, there was a guy that got, he was doing some type of work on some plumbing.
Yep.
And the floods were coming through, and his arm got trapped underneath a branch.
Okay.
Or something, a pipe or something. His hand got caught. And the water ended up rising, and the guy ended up drowning to death.
Yep.
And Bronson's like, do you know what I mean? And Tom Hardy's like, no, I have no idea what you're talking about. He goes, what I'm trying to say is that wouldn't fucking happen to me, mate, because I'd chew my own arm off to survive. And he's like, oh.
Real 48 hours later.
Yeah. Real fucking intense stuff. And he goes, so let me ask you this. Is this girl worth your time? Worth you dying over? He's like, I guess not. And he goes, good, then cut the arm off. And then just hangs up. And he's like, okay, great. Now I know what direction I need to go for like playing this guy.
Some real shit though.
Yeah, that's some real shit. But yeah, so I got on these last few movies, I was on a Tom Hardy kick. So we got Bronson, then we have Legend.
Seeing that too?
You've seen that?
No, is he in that?
Yeah, he's in that. He plays
I haven't seen it.
He plays the Cray twins, which in the 60s.
Both of them?
Yeah, he plays both of them.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Cool. The Cray twins were the two biggest gangsters in England at the time in the 60s.
Is it another dentist movie?
Yeah, one of them really needs. Actually, both of them kind of need dentistry.
Okay.
But it's really cool. Like, there's some really good fight scenes in that.
Okay.
And then Lawless is the last one.
I've seen clips of that.
That's the Moonshining movie.
Yeah. Where he's like, you met what's his name?
Howard?
You met Henry? Or
No,
is it Howard?
Yeah, he goes, you met my
You
brother
met
Howard.
And he beats the shit out of the dude.
Beats the shit out of the cops.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I saw that clip. I was like, fuck, I need to watch this movie.
Dude, it's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to download that one.
Yeah. All right. I might start moonshining myself,
Maybe. Do you remember that show that was on like Discovery Channel? This is back in the early 2010s.
Where they're moonshining?
Yeah, the Moonshiners.
Yeah, I've seen a couple episodes just here and there, but that shit's fake as hell.
I was about to say, because I don't know how they could have done it, because what they're doing is illegal.
Yeah, they're displaying their locations.
Their location, their name, their face.
Yeah,
one of them
how
even,
they do it.
Yeah, one of them was even like, oh, just so you know, like I'm also a firefighter. So
Yeah.
So you know where he works. You know, okay, if he did give you a fake name,
Yeah.
you know where he works, and so you could show up to it as a cop and go, "Oh, well, that guy's name wasn't actually Bill on that show. That's Hank.
Yep.
Over there, that's fucking Hank."
Yeah, you
So
can't fucking change your goddamn face.
yeah, so I was just like, the only one that I believed was true was Popcorn.
I'm not
It was
familiar
this
with any of the
old
characters.
motherfucker in the hills of West Virginia,
Okay.
and he was moonshining, and the video footage was because he was dead during he died after they got the video, and the video was a little bit older. It was a couple of years older. You can tell by like how grainy the picture was.
Okay.
But he was an honest to God moonshiner.
Yeah.
And his setup was not in town at all.
Okay.
Like a couple of these people set up, they'd be like, "Yeah, we walked over the fence onto like some property."
It's very close.
And this guy was like,
Deep.
"Oh, I am 500
like way
miles
out,
into the wilderness.
Way out in Skinwalker territory.
Yeah, nothing around."
Yeah. I'd love to do that shit. It blows my mind how that has to just be a remnant of prohibition or like a alcohol lobbying thing. Why the fuck is that still illegal?
It's illegal because they can't tax it.
But
That's the only thing.
Why not just make it taxable? Like you have to have a license to sell it, but it's illegal to make it now.
Because of intent of distribution.
It's so fucking gay though.
So let's say they tax it. Or they make it to where you have to have a license in order to have it.
Well, you can get a license now, but it's like as a business distillery license.
Yeah.
Like you have to be in operation. Like you can't just have a license for personal distillation.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's say they made a license where you could privately do it, and then you could privately sell it.
Okay.
We made meth illegal.
Yep.
People still do meth illegally.
Yes.
So I mean, it's kind of like with like the gun argument about like gun safety in the United States, where we can make these rules, but nobody's going to follow them. So let's say where they did make it to where you had to purchase a license in order to make and sell moonshine.
Yes.
You think those old boys are going to do that?
No, but it
Absolutely
would
not.
certainly, like, as a hobby, like the people that are interested into it, more people would go into it.
Maybe.
Yeah. Well, wait, where are you going with this? Because I think you're barking down the wrong tree. I don't believe in fucking illegalization of any drug.
No. I'm just saying that you said, why don't they make it legal? And I said they could make it legal, but there would still be people that refuse to play by the rules.
Okay, but right now they're making no money off of it. And if they make it legal, they could at least be making a part.
I guess there would be some people that play by the book.
There's going to be someone that fucking buys the license and they make they're making 100% more than they're making now.
Yeah.
At least, I mean, even if it's 15% of the people that are making it buy the license, they're still making money.
I guess you're right with that. Yeah. I guess you're right.
Fuck it though.
Yeah, that's a good ass movie though. That's a good one to end on.
Yep.
It's fucking wild.
I'm about to moonshine anyway though.
Yeah, you're kind of doing that right now.
Well, no, it's completely legal what I'm doing now.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm just fermenting. It's completely legal to ferment. You just can't distill.
Oh, okay.
Without, and there are ways to get around it, but you have to commit basically fraud, because you can get a license that says that you're making it for fuel, like you're making out the alcohol to a higher percentage to use it as fuel in a machine. So if they see you drinking that shit, they're gonna be like, this doesn't go in a lawnmower.
Yeah.
So you still are like technically against the law, even if you get that and do it, which is like $1,000 a year to maintain, like that license.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I'm probably just gonna buy like a pedophile van and cook it in that, distill it in that.
Mobile.
Because it's just steam that comes off.
Yeah.
It's not like you're cooking meth and it smells like cat shit and piss everywhere.
Yeah. I know that I got a buddy named Carl, which blows my mind. I don't know what child comes out and they look at him and they go, Carl. Like, I feel like you have to be at least 40 years old in order to don the name Carl. But at some point, my buddy's parents had him and looked at him, gave him one look, and said, "That's a Carl."
Yeah,
and I'll be completely honest, he is. He's Carl.
Is he Carl now, though? When he was a kid, did he have a different... Were they like Josh? And
no, it was Carl.
He turned 7, and they were like, "You have earned Carl."
No, he's been Carl his whole life.
Damn. That sucks. That's fucking tough, dude.
Yeah. So Carl came from no money.
Okay.
And so we became really good buds with him in high school. Up until then, I guess maybe he got into the wrong crowd early on, and kind of like that was just like his people.
Okay.
And so me and my brother had moved to this new school, and he was already in that like bad people crowd. But then we ended up playing football with him as freshmen in high school, and we were like, "Oh, this dude is hilarious. Why don't we just make him our good friend?" So he kind of got out of that bad circle and kind of got into
you adopt another funny guy. This was just you earlier.
Yeah.
Like before me.
Yeah. Okay. He was pre-McKee.
Okay. Yeah.
So Carl tells me, he goes, "Hey, his 18th birthday was coming up."
Yep.
And I was like, "Oh, what are you doing for your birthday?" And never really asked him much. Like when, birthdays kind of come and go, and you're just like, "Oh, happy birthday, man." And maybe you get him like a small gift or something like that for his birthday.
Damn, you guys did that shit?
We were pretty good friends. Or like maybe even just like you guys kind of get together and just drink some beers.
Okay, yeah.
Something like that.
That was more what we did.
Yeah, that's probably more what we did too. But I was like, "What are you doing for your birthday? Or what do you want to do for your birthday?" He was like, "Well, I've never really had a birthday party." And I was like, "What do you mean you never really had a birthday party?" He was like, "We just never had one. Like my parents would kind of give me a gift and say happy birthday, and that would be about it. Like I never had people come over or anything like that because he kind of lived in a really rundown trailer. So he never had people come over to his house. In fact, I was the first person to spend the night at his house in like years upon years.
Goddamn, we got some snacks coming. God, fucking a buffet ass meal over here.
Yeah, looks like I'm eating some charcuterie.
What is this though? I don't need anything, but then I saw it.
Yeah, you'll take it. So anywho,
shit.
So Carl was like, "I never had a birthday party," and I was like, "Okay, well, buddy, I'm gonna throw you a birthday party," and he goes, "Oh, okay, I'll that'd be great." So I came up with what I wanted for his birthday was I'd invite people over to my house, and my parents were out of town, and so I was like, "Yeah, you come over to my house. I'll invite all of our friends over. We'll have fun there." I go, "But I don't want it to be just like another drunk night." I was like, "You've never had a birthday party, so I want it to kind of be an actual party."
Yep.
So
my compliments to the chef, by the way, for the snacks.
Yeah, thanks, hon.
All right.
So what we did was we found some abandoned houses, some old abandoned houses. And I was like, "Hey, Carl, what we're going to do for your birthday is we're going to make a scavenger hunt in these abandoned houses, kind of in the middle of nowhere." And they were pretty big houses. There was like a cellar, main floor, top floor, and then down the road was another house at the end of the road that was 3 layers as well, like pretty big houses.
Yeah. So you got a lot to look through.
Yeah.
All right.
And so we made everybody... what we did was we went through the houses. Carl and I went through the houses earlier, the day before, and we were like, "Okay, let's set stuff up. Like, you have to go to this place and retrieve this item." And we found a bunch of like little girls' shoes in these like abandoned houses. And so like we took the little girls.
This was in your already haunted ass town, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. It was on a place called Shady Lane. So shady.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
And so
fits.
So we took like the little girl's shoes and we like put them in the attic. And so you would have a list of things that you needed to do, and it would be like, for your 4th thing that you need to do, it's like go up to the attic and retrieve the little girl's shoe. And so you and your partner, we made everybody split up into groups of 2.
Okay.
And so you'd have to go do that, or you'd have to go like take a picture someplace, because there was a well that was in the back in like a little shed, just in the middle of the shed, a well. And we were like, okay, somebody has to get in the well. There was no water in it. It was only about an 8-foot well, so it wasn't super deep. We're like, somebody has to get in the well and you have to take a picture of your buddy in the well.
Nah, fuck that.
Yeah, dude, we because we want it to be creepy. And
Yeah, but okay, there's just been creepy and like, how the fuck am I getting out of this bitch now?
it was only 8 foot.
What was it slick on the inside though? Like, what do you got the grip on to climb out of that?
You got your buddy standing at the top. He reaches down and you grab him. 8 foot is not that. I think you're confused about how high.
Dude, I'm
how high.
4'3". I can't fucking reach that far.
Okay, well then you put your tall buddy down there.
It's still the
And
height
you know what,
difference
Mickey?
between us.
The audacity for you to think that you would be invited to this party is pretty hysterical.
Don't give me that
Yeah,
bullshit.
you wouldn't be invited.
You would invite me.
Absolutely not. So anyway, back to what I
No,
was
this
saying.
is for comedy right now. No, stop this bullshit. You would invite me. Don't give me that bullshit.
Well, no, I wouldn't because you're 7 years younger than me, and at this time you would have been.
But if
11.
I was your
You
peer,
would have been 11.
if I was your peer, I would have been invited.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, all right, continue.
So this hypothetical situation, you just made yourself 7 years older and in my friend group in Missouri.
Yeah, and hypothetical, not even hypothetical. I already fucking look like it. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Continue.
Okay. So anyway, now that we're back from McKee's fantasy land, where he's just begging to be my friend.
Dude, sorry. I'm just trying to stop you from lying and acting like you would have acted like you're so much cooler than me if we were the same age and went to high school together. You would have been like, damn, he's funny.
We
even
would've
back
been,
then.
No,
even
we
back
would have
then.
been, if we were the same age and you were in my high school, we would have probably been friends.
Yeah.
100%.
What?
You're just craving for my approval.
What
though.
other scenario were you picturing?
The real life one where you're 7 years younger than me.
Oh, yeah, when I'm
and you-
13 at this time?
And you live.
Well, very
in
obviously,
another
we
state.
weren't talking about that.
Another
Holy
state.
shit. I fucking hate you. Continue, dude.
Okay.
You know we weren't talking about that.
Okay, dummy, let me just go.
Yeah.
So what we did was, so in these two houses, we, set stuff up, and then we wanted to make sure that the groups didn't intertwine. So it was like, hey, this group, your guys' first objective is objective 5.
Oh, where people are just apart from us.
Yeah, everybody's apart from each other. So you didn't want to be by anybody.
Not like land nav where everyone works together.
Yeah, yeah.
Then it's not scary.
Yeah.
You got like 8 people in a
Yeah,
room.
and you can kind of figure it out. So we split them up, and before we split them up, we gave them a piece of paper, and each one of them had each person got the same piece of paper. One of them, or I guess I got 2 pieces of paper. One of them was the tasks that they needed to complete, and the other one was a story of these houses. And it was a bullshit story that we made up. But essentially, a family of 2 young girls and the mom and dad lived in this one house.
And an eye doctor.
Named Doc Lannon.
Yeah.
No, so they lived in this one house, and then down the road lived the dad's brother and his wife.
Okay.
And we just said that the dad's brother ended up like raping and molesting his 2 nieces and ended up killing everybody. We kind of put a little bit more like elaborate, but that was the
You had to put rape in there.
Yeah, we put
as
rape.
a high schooler. You wrote the rape story.
Yeah,
Okay, that's a little.
I had to sell it, Mickey.
I mean, you can sell it with murder. You don't have to go to raping kids.
All right, maybe I just put diddled. I don't know. It was 10 years ago.
I'm just reacting to how you're telling it to me now. I don't know.
Yeah, but
high
rape
school
is
kid
scary.
writing about raping little kids. I don't know.
Oh,
That's
dude.
scary, but it's kind of
All right.
like, come on, man.
All right, dude. You're really trying to pin this on me. You're trying to make up for that pedophile shit that you like.
said it. You said this. I'm only reacting to what you said. Why are you trying to bring this back on me?
I'm not trying to bring it back on you, but I'm saying you're really just like beating a dead horse at this point. I wrote this whenever I was 17 years old, and so
How am I beating that horse? I said 2 things about this.
all right, you're beating a fucking dead horse. The horse is dead, bud.
You know what's beating
Horse
the
is
dead
dead.
horse?
Here it comes, here it
You still
comes.
wearing that fucking watch with a rubber band wrapped around it. That's a fucking dead horse you're beating on right
It's
now.
called being fiscally responsible.
Yeah, okay, this guy's got a watch face with a band that's completely broken off, and it's 2 rubber bands tied together that's wrapping it around his fucking wrist right now.
Yeah,
he
and
is
2
too
paper
Jewish
clips.
to go buy a $5 watch to replace that one. Still wearing it.
Yep. I know what time it is. Do you know what time it is right now? Don't
Yeah.
look at your phone.
No.
Don't look at your phone.
I always have my phone on me, though, so there's no point.
Oh, do you in the skiff? You have your phone on you in the skiff?
No.
Okay, this guy is a fucking flight risk, and he's a security
I said
threat.
no. I said no.
He had to think about it.
Yeah?
Dox this man.
No.
Get him the fuck out of here. Get him out of here.
I think before I speak, unlike you.
Get him out of here. Get him out of
Unlike
here.
you, that just goes, yeah.
This guy's working.
Yeah,
this guy's working
yeah,
for Putin.
Yeah, I'm strong. That's you. You don't even think before you say anything. They go, how was your weekend? You go, yeah, I'm strong. I got a big nose. That's you. That's how you talk.
All right, whatever, dude. The guy's a flight risk. I can't wait to. I hope you try to get like some like a job with like NSA or something, like anything to worry about. And I hope they pull up this podcast. Hope they pull up this podcast and they hear that you bring cell phones into skiffs.
No.
Yep. Yeah, you do.
No. All right, now that you said that, I got to clear the record. I do not bring anything that's unallowed into the skiff. Whoa, okay? All right?
Sure thing.
He just winked at me. I did not wink back.
Okay, yeah.
By the way, which one of us has a fully adjudicated clearance right here?
Hey, I'm sorry that I fucking rolled with Pablo Escobar for a bit.
No.
I was tight as fuck.
No.
Yep.
Nope. It's because you got a foreign wife, dude.
Yeah, I know it is
Because you're a spy and you... All right.
Yeah, Australia's really spying on us.
No. Let me explain, though, because I've been thinking about this.
All right, go ahead.
If any one of us was a plant by another country, who the fuck do you think has the most skills to get information as a plant out of everyone that you fucking know at Second Radio? The man in the mirror, huh?
Sanchez?
I think it's you, motherfucker. If I was Chinese and I was like, need someone to spy. Also, Mr. U.S. team that's been everywhere, could have connections anywhere.
I think we actually talked about that earlier this week, that like a lot of my Facebook friends are from like, I've got Korean Facebook friends. And
could have met with any foreign nationals that have connections to the government or their intelligence agency. Could have talked to any of them. Dude, I'm telling you, you're in cahoots with someone right now. That's why you don't have a clearance.
That's why I don't have my clearance.
Yep.
And there's no way that anybody believes that, because I try so hard to never go on base that there's no way that I'm working for anybody, because I would be the worst sleeper cell. They'd be like, hey, brother Restemeyer, have you gotten us any information? And I go, sorry, man, I haven't been on base in fucking 6 weeks.
Nah, this is what they're telling you to do now because you don't have your clearance. They're like, lay low. I feel like you're not interested.
I'm not, though. Anyway, fuck it.
That's good. Do you practice that?
In the mirror every night.
All right.
Can I continue with my story before you try to drag my name through the mud?
Well, I already did, but yeah, please.
Okay. I said before you tried.
No, you said before you try.
I said tried.
No.
The record will show I said tried.
Woo! Hi, I'm Mr. Martin. I'm gay. Before you try. That's exactly what it said. That's exactly what it said, okay?
Dude, why did you make your voice go higher?
That's what you sound like.
There's no way.
What do you mean? What do you mean my voice go higher? I rewinded the tape. I played the tape. That's what it sounds like.
Dude,
That's exactly what it sounds like.
Since I've been 12 years old, I've sounded like a 40-year-old smoker.
Why does the tape sound like that then? That's weird.
I guess that is weird, Mickey. Mm-hmm. Whatever, dude.
Sorry, continue with your gay story.
I don't even
your story.
Do you actually want me to continue with it, or are you just going to be like this the whole time?
I mean, I do want you to
Hey, old man, shouldn't you have to take a pee-pee break here in a bit?
Yeah, I actually do. Hold on.
Do you have to pee? Are you fucking serious? Bro, I fucking hate this dude.
Oh, I'm glad you asked, dude. That was a perfect.
Yeah, okay, whatever, faggot. All right.
So
we're back at it.
We're going.
We're back at it. So, anyway, for Carl's birthday, we gave him like the list of objectives they needed to complete. We gave him the backstory of the place just to like creep up the spooky factor. And we essentially told him, we're like, Carl and I we're on our own team.
Yeah.
That wasn't what was going on. Carl was going to go to one house and like make poltergeisty shit happen. And I was going to go to another house and make poltergeisty shit happen.
Oh, you were like the plants?
Yeah, like, so whenever nobody was looking, like, you fucking just toss something across the room. You hide in closets.
Oh, you were the scare guys.
Yeah, we're the scare guys.
Hell yeah.
And we got, so my brother was partnered up with this kid named Tyler Scott.
Yep.
Tyler Scott was on the track team. He was a long distance runner. Kind of an odd kid, but we liked him.
They all are.
Yeah, the long distance kids for sure. And so they were partnered up and they had to go to Carl's house. Well, their first objective was in the cellar. And the cellar had all you had to do was walk around or it was in the basement. All you had to do was walk around the back, and there was a staircase that led to the bottom. You didn't even have to go in the house. There was a staircase outside that led straight to the basement.
Yep.
And this is like typical Kyle. He was just like, they didn't check out to see if there's any way into the basement. And he goes, oh, hey, look at that small window. And you know those small windows that like basements sometimes have that just peek over the ground a little bit?
Yeah, there's like no way.
There's like an 8-inch window.
Most people cannot fit in that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So Kyle was like, hey, we'll go through that.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And it's this busted out window. And so Tyler's like, oh, okay. And so they let...
So Tyler can probably go through it, but not Kyle.
Kyle was the first one to go through.
Really? He fit through that shit?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how he got through, but so he he was, jumped in there, and what that window led to was essentially like the food pantry or like the cellar where you keep like your canned goods.
Yeah.
In older houses.
Uh-huh.
Like your jarred pickles and your jarred meats and all that kind of shit. Keep you there. And so you had to go through another door because it was all concrete. You had to go through another door to go to the main part of the basement. Mm-hmm. And so Carl was on the other side of the door, and my brother was like, went to open the door, and Carl's on the other side, and he's like, and just like shuts the door real quick, like pulls on the door, and my brother's like, what the fuck? So my brother's pulling on it like real hard, or I guess he's pushing on it real hard. Is what happened. So my brother's pushing on it, trying to get out of this like thing. Carl finally like lets it go, and the door comes swinging open. And Carl was like stepped off to the side, and the door kind of like swings back a little bit. And I guess Carl just fucking kicked the shit out, like Spartan kicked this door, and it goes slamming shut like right on my brother's face. And my brother freaks the fuck out. He's like, Tyler, get me the fuck out of here! Get me out of here! Get me out of here! And so he like reaches his he from what he described to me, he backs up to the wall where the window was, sticks both his hands like straight up into the air, and Tyler reaches through the window and just drags my brother through the window.
Okay.
So he goes up like not even like stomach first. He goes up back first.
Doesn't stop facing where the ghost could be the whole time. Yeah. Okay.
And so he gets like drug up. I guess
that's
my brother's
respectable. I'd probably do the same shit.
I guess my brother's hand was what got hit by the door because his hand got split like wide open.
Really?
Like not quite to stitches, but he was bleeding out of his hand like pretty bad. Huh. And he got like cuts all over his chest and shit from getting drug up through that window. So I was in the other house, and I was doing like little poltergeisty shit and all that kind of stuff, and this, that, and the other. Anywho, we all kind of like meet in the middle after that. But the thing that happened to Kyle and Tyler was so early that nobody got really any objectives really done. Like maybe they got 1 or 2 done, but there was like a list of 10 that they needed to get done. So Kyle, like, he gets to everybody. He's like, I swear to fucking God, this shit just happened. Look at my hand. So everybody's kind of like freaked out, kind of over it at the same time. They're like, okay, yeah, fuck this, we're done. Yeah. But we looked at some of the photos that people had taken, because you had to take photos on certain objectives. Yeah. And Kyle's a fucking idiot, and he did this shit in college as well, where he would get directions explained to him, but he would just do his own thing. Yeah. And then whenever they were like, that's not what we asked, he'd go, oh shit, I guess I was confused. Like that was just kind of what he did.
Yeah, it's like put the square in the square hole, and he does a completely different. He goes, "Oh, sorry, couldn't read a sentence."
Yeah,
like that type of shit.
He used to. We took this writing class in college, and they'd always be like, write a paragraph story about something like this, and so everyone would have to read it in front of everybody else in the class. It'd be your turn to read it. It'd be the next person's turn to read it. Blah blah. Yeah. And they'd always get to Kyle, and he would always stand up and go, okay, so I didn't understand what we were actually supposed to do, so I wrote about something completely different. But this is what I wrote. And he would just read it. So he never wrote what we were supposed to write. Yeah. And that was kind of what happened this night was the task was go up to the attic, grab the little girl's shoe, and take it with you. Like we took enough shoes, we set up enough like little girl shoes to where everybody could have a shoe by the end of it. Every group could have a shoe.
He just took like 7 of them.
No, this dummy read, take a photo of you with the girl shoe on. So there's a photo of Kyle holding his foot up with this like it's like a size 4 like little like a 7-year-old girl's shoe, and he had feet like mine, so he has these ogre feet.
Yeah.
And he just like slid it over his toes, and he's like holding it up like with his foot, and he's like looking so proud that he got this picture.
So he reads it and it's like, take the girl shoe, and he's like, I bet they look better on me though.
Yeah. He goes. My Tootsie Wootsies could
I
use
look
a.
pretty good in girls' shoes,
Yeah.
little girls' shoes. I don't know. I might take a picture for the boys with this.
Yeah. And then there's like another picture of one of the buddies was back behind that same house, and they were doing the well thing. And I guess because we had to have a team of 3, I guess at one point, and
Yeah.
nobody wanted to get in the well. Everyone was like, "No way, I'm not getting in that fucking well." And so I guess they bullied him, so they pushed one of the other kids into the well. And the picture is like him like in the well, like looking up with like he's got like some scrapes on him and like mud all over him, because the bottom of the well, no matter how dry it is, it's gonna have some moisture.
Yeah.
And so he's like looking up, and like the flash is going, and he's just kind of looking up with like mud on him and all that shit after he got bullied into this well.
Just like, fuck you guys down in the hole.
Yeah.
Holy. Did I want to go to this party? You guys would have put me down that fucking hole.
Oh, in a second,
fucking
dude.
piece of shit.
In a second. So we, that the scavenger hunt was, I wouldn't consider it a bust, but it didn't get done. Like we expected to be out there for like at least an hour.
Yeah.
And probably in the first 10 minutes, it was over because Kyle was just like,
Just
bro, like
that poltergeist went like 0 to like 10 on the meter.
Like Carl didn't like ease anybody into it. He was like, all right,
he's like immediately like, well, the poltergeist is gonna kill you now.
Yeah. And so we just went back to my house, and like we just continued to drink and have a real good time.
Yeah.
But that was my buddy Carl's first, what he says is his first birthday party.
That's a pretty fucking cool birthday party.
Yeah, I like.
Why didn't you do that shit for me? You know I like haunted shit.
We should have gone on that ghost tour whenever we were in Pensacola.
Dude, we should have, but you didn't get it set up. Yeah, that was on you though.
How's that on me? Do I have to lead everything?
No, I mean I had no idea how to set up this tour thing, and you knew the people to talk to.
Yeah, you're right. That is on me. Don't worry, I got something coming for you down the turd pipe.
Haunted shit?
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Duh, cuz. Well, if I tell you, it's not going to be a surprise.
Is it? Do I need to like clear a date for it?
No, I'll make sure that you have the time.
Okay.
Yeah. It probably won't be till you get back.
Is it local?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
So it won't be until you get back, because you leave next Monday. Not this Monday, but next Monday?
Yeah. I leave next Monday, and I'm gone for a month.
Yeah. OPSEC, though. OPSEC.
No, fuck OPSEC, dude. Who cares? We're in Virginia. If they hit us, then it's like we're fucked anyway. If they hit me in Virginia, we're not even like coast Virginia. We're inland Virginia.
Yeah, I really don't know what I don't know. You're gonna have to tell me what they wanted you out there to do, because right now it blows my mind.
I'm setting up tents effectively.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
I'm setting up tents and I'm pulling guard duty for a month.
Yeah, that's like whenever we had that. That field X.
Yeah, like where you just set up tents.
I set up tents and took down tents for 8 hours.
Yeah, that's what
for a week straight.
That's what I'm gonna be doing. But I don't even have accounts, so there's like literally nothing. Like my accounts haven't even been set up yet since I got back from that FAP.
Yeah,
so
that's whack.
Yep.
Whatever. You're about as useful as me though. So
yeah, I'm gonna watch a bunch of movies and I'm gonna download a bunch of porn too. So I have different things to like jerk off to.
Yeah. Are you gonna? I never forget about that time you were telling me about that porn that you were watching.
Please tell the story. Tell the story.
So
I don't want to.
I forget where we were, like how we brought it up, but like you know how like guys do, especially in the military, you talk about like porn that you watch or something like that.
Yeah.
And I guess I asked McKee. This was whenever I was really doubting that McKee liked women, but I was like, McKee, what kind of like. What, do you watch porn? And he was like, yeah, of course I watch porn. I was like, what's the last porn you watched? And he sat there for a second. And he was like, so I was watching this one porn that was a JOI. And I was like, well, what's a JOI? He was like, it's a jerk off instruction video. It's essentially a chick dirty talking to you.
Yeah.
Right. Correct. Yeah. And like, oh yeah, oh, ooh, your cock is so thick, like shit like that.
And to clarify, this was like the first time I had watched one of those.
Yeah,
So
I've never watched one.
I was just looking for something new.
I've never watched one because
Yeah.
I'd never watched one before you told me the story,
Uh-huh.
and after you told me the story, I definitely was never going to watch one.
Yeah.
So McKee was
terrible experience. With
Yeah,
them,
McKee
too.
was,
terrible first experience.
yeah
with
pounding
the genre.
his meat in like the bathroom or the shower or whatever the fuck he was, and he was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I like this." She's like dirty talking, it's a 9-minute video, something like that, just enough to get the job done. And so she's like, oh yeah, honey, like faster. Oh yeah, faster. She's like, yeah. Oh, I need you to come. I want you to come. And she's like, oh, that's so much cum. Now eat it, and starts like acting like she's like pushing jizz into his mouth.
Yeah.
And McKee was like, okay, I guess we're done here.
Yep. That was the end of that. And then I
So
said,
I've never watched one because you told me about that. I'm sure there's good ones out there.
yeah.
But I've never watched one because I don't want to get to the point where I'm nutting. And
Yeah.
she's like, yeah, and I'll swallow your own
There's
load.
there's no identification like in the title or in
Yeah.
any of the tags that it's this kind of video. It's just like you get there and then it's that and you're like,
Did you leave a comment?
No, I was
She's like, complete clickbait.
No, I closed my phone immediately and I cleaned myself up and then I went to bed without nutting at all. I said, that's the end of that.
Oh, no shit. He didn't
Yeah,
get
I
off.
didn't even nut. I said, well, that's ruined.
Well, so, yeah, that probably would do it.
Yep.
For me, it's like if there's something that like I'm like watching something and there's something that just kind of really turns me off to it, I'm like, oh God, I will just go find another video and make sure the job's done. But I'll tell you that post nut clarity.
Usually I'm the same, but that was enough to be like,
Right.
nope, nothing else is going to do it
Yeah.
for the
There's
night.
no way that my dick's gonna get back up for this.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the post nut clarity, and then you look back at the video that you were watching.
Yeah, and you're like,
More
what
often than not, I'm disgusted with
yeah,
myself.
you're like, what beast am I?
Yeah. What the fuck?
You're like, holy shit.
I will tell you the longest search for a porn that I ever did is, so I was watching this, I don't know, this is going to sound really weird. I believe it's a video on YouTube by JonTron.
Okay.
Okay, you know who JonTron is?
Yeah, I know who JonTron is.
Yeah, doesn't know who Ben Affleck is, but knows who JonTron is.
That's
So anyway,
okay.
let me
So
continue,
where you
though.
grew but where you grew up with movies, I grew up with YouTube
Okay.
because we stopped having like cable and shit when I was like 10.
Okay.
So,
Anyway.
but go on.
Yeah, you can watch movies online. So anyway.
Shut the fuck up, you fucking bitch.
So he talks about, he was doing a review about this one like movie, and he was basically talking about how shitty it was, and it was this werewolf movie, something like that. It was supposed to be a scary movie,
Okay.
and he's just ripping on the movie about how crummy it was. And then he talks about, he was like, and then this scene happens where like the queen werewolf, she's just like, it's just a sex scene for no reason, and she like pulls out her titties.
Are you talking? Does he do the like video where the guy who takes off his werewolf mask and he's like, and then the girl's like, "Wait, you're not a werewolf."
No.
All right, never mind.
Okay.
Different porn reference.
No, this isn't a porn reference. This movie wasn't a porn.
Okay.
This was an actual like scary movie.
All right. I
But there's
misguided.
just like a gratuitous sex scene in the middle of it for no reason. But this chick pulls out her like, this queen whatever, she pulls out her titties, and they had them like censored in the JonTron video. But I could tell those were some nice titties.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm gonna, I was like, okay, what's the title of that movie? I like kind of scrubbed through the JonTron video. I was like, okay, it's this movie. So I went to Pornhub and I just typed in the title of that movie. Of course, like nothing's really popping up. I was like, that movie plus titties. And then I probably looked for that particular scene for like 25 minutes.
God damn.
Yeah, I wanted to see these titties so bad.
That's a long ass hunt while you're horny.
Yeah, I wanted to see these titties so bad because they were censored, and like censored titties always have like the lure of, I wonder what those are really like. So
Yeah, it's like any horror movie where they don't fully explain it. You're like, it kind of makes it better where you're like, I wonder, and it keeps you like going for it.
well, I guess maybe where they don't show what's actually scary.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, like some Lovecraft shit where you don't know the full story, to where it like leaves you to fill it in a little bit.
We already talked about how I'm not a big fan of Lovecraft, but
I don't get it, by the way.
that's fine. It's not for you to get.
Yeah, that's true.
But anyway, I found them titties. I was correct. They were nice titties.
Mm-hmm.
Scene was not long enough for me to actually beat my meat though. So
Okay.
I just saw those titties and was like, neato. And then just right back to
Damn. That's disappointing.
whatever I was supposed to be watching.
Yeah.
And by supposed to be watching, I mean MILFs.
MILFs. Okay.
Yeah, I watch
Is that,
MILFs.
is that your thing?
Yeah. Why do you think I married Char?
Look at me in my gray hair.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. You know, everyone has their thing, you know.
What's your thing?
Lizzo.
Okay, dude.
We already talked about
If you don't want to
this.
have a real conversation, we don't have to have.
This is a real
conversation.
conversation. It's Lizzo.
Yeah. How much porn has Lizzo been in?
Well, I just look at fat black chicks.
Oh, you like find like Lizzo lookalikes
Yeah.
and you beat off to that.
Like black BBWs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Kyle, when you're listening to this, look up H.P. Lovecraft's cat before I forget. Look up his name. Just do that for me.
His name Lizzo.
No. I'm not going to tell him because then he won't look it up. But look it up. You'll laugh a little bit.
All right, hold
You'll be
on.
like, ha, funny.
I'll look it up. I won't say it, but I'll look it up.
Yeah, please do look it up.
H.P. Lovecraft's cat.
Yeah, but anyway, it's my porn category is fat black women. Because
H.P. Lovecraft.
they like
Lovecraft cat.
yeah, like the fat black women are like always really nice from my experience. They like call you honey and sweetheart and they know how to
Wait,
cook.
his actual
so-
cat or what?
Yeah, H.P. Lovecraft's cat name. What'd you search?
I put cat, but like.
Did you just search cat?
Yeah.
Yeah, search H.P. Lovecraft's cat's name.
I put H.P. Lovecraft cat,
Name.
and yeah, it's still popping up a short story by H.P. Lovecraft.
Yeah, well, he wrote shit about cats too. Just put cat's name.
Reddit.
I
You
don't
want me to
know.
look it up on Reddit? That sounds like something you would.
Why are you looking up on? What the fuck is going on over here?
We
Some
got new
ghost shit
neighbors.
happening in
Oh,
this
no.
house. Hey, did you look it up? Did you see it? You'll
Yeah.
know if you found it.
Yeah, I found it.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Anyway,
Okay, come on, man. Hey, Kyle, I want you to look that up while we're discussing this, and that'd be a great way to end this podcast. So,
yeah,
all right, I think we're good.
yeah. You do the outro. Give us
All
an
right.
outro. I'll give us an intro.
Thanks for listening. This is our 10-year anniversary.
Uh-huh.
Thank you guys for sticking around for so long, through the ups and the downs, to the breakups, to the comeback reunion tour. We will keep producing the highest quality content.
Wait, can you explain the breakup?
Yeah. It was where I couldn't fucking stomach you anymore, and so I left.
Yeah, but then you realized that you were wrong and came back.
You came back and you gave me that fucking sloppy toppy, and I said, nice. I'll stick around for that. Anyway, thanks for listening.
That's kinda gay,
Mickey
though.
gives the best fucking blowjobs in the whole wide world.
Okay.
All right. Thanks. Bye.
You know I cut this right, so I'm just gonna wait till I get the last word.
Blowjobs. Mickey gives big old blowjobs.
It's kind of gay that he said that I give good blowjobs though, and wants me to do that. So I'll leave it on this. And branding now. And branding now. And branding now. And branding.